everybody. I'm going to very quickly take you through because I have about 15 minutes to speak, and normally I can speak for Ireland, as people know, so I'll have to really contain myself as best I possibly can and keep a very close eye on the clock. What we want to say about Kilkenny is that it has a completely new offer, and that the people in Kilkenny need to have a new understanding of the way that what Kilkenny offers. We're saying that with the new connectivity offered by the new motorway, in fact, 2 new motorways that we have in the county, that have been put in place at a cost of €1 billion, that represents a transformational change, not just for this county, but for the region. And that it is a connectivity and an accessibility that is available for us in terms of reducing business costs, reducing our time to market, and reducing our time to the port of Bellevue or indeed to Dublin Airport, which is now 70 minutes away. So we're saying that we need to have a new understanding of the offer that the county has. Similarly, in relation to the announcement which Dr. Willie Donnelly, sitting in the front row here, will make just very shortly in relation to the new ICT Research and Innovation Centre, which we're going to open in February, thanks to very good work by Dr. Willie Donnelly and support from NUIM and also from the trustees in St. Kieran's College, led by their president, Monsignor Kieran Kennedy, who's here this morning. But also, the third strategic change for us as a county is in relation to a new strategic water supply that we have put in place at Bellevue, with the IDA coughing up €9 million and the council putting in €2 million, which gives us a water capacity, as you see there, of 7.5 million gallons of water a day, or for those of you who are metrically minded, that's 3,300 cubic metres, with capacity to rise to 21 million gallons or up to 9,000 cubic metres. Now that's a vast strategic supply of water, and matching it is wastewater treatment capacity, which we've also put in place with Waterford City Council. So there are 3 new strategic changes for Kilkenny that we need to understand and to talk about. So on the strength of that new offer, and linking it to the magic that Kilkenny already offers, both in relation to Kilkenny City, or whether you're talking about the towns, the principal towns, or you're talking about the countryside, Kilkenny is a cosmopolitan, cultured place. So we're saying, look, we need to tell the world, and indeed to tell the country, and to tell people in Dublin, or in the US, or in China, or in India, about how fantastic Kilkenny is, and that it is a global place with global connectivity to do business in. Now, the new brochure, which is on your seat, which I'd like you to, if you could open it up and just take a quick look and see what it looks like, and that it is a slick piece of promotional material that is on a par with what you'd see anywhere in the world, whether it's Singapore or Geneva or Hong Kong. You know, this is really a very slick piece of work which was done by a Kilkenny company here called 360 Marketing. And we have incorporated the best practice of the different companies that are already here. And that new brochure material in the pack was done with financial support from the IDA and from the Port of Waterford, which we want to acknowledge. Secondly, the new website that we have done is also very slickly done, and we have incorporated interviews from the principal business companies in the county in order for the message to be a business-to-business message, for it to be convincing and for people to be persuaded. So the website investkilkenny.ie is well worth the look, and I think it is a very strong piece of promotional campaign, of a promotional strategy and a promotional tool. And you can see the companies that who supported us in relation to that, and whose CEOs gave us time and who are now acting as reference points on that website. We are putting in place a marketing campaign focused on different elements that we think are competitive strengths for Kilkenny that we will be working on over the course of the next 2 years. Now, it is the case, as the Mayor has said, that business support is critical for this initiative to work, that among business we have to have an awareness of the new competitive edge that we offer. But we also would like to ask if companies would incorporate the brochure material in your own selling material or with it, that to take some of the brochure material, we have plenty of those brochures to give out. We would like every company in Kilkenny to use them, that as people walk through your door, to see a Promote Kilkenny brochure for your customers. And likewise, we'd like to ask you if you would put a link from your website onto the Invest Kilkenny website so that people would know the environment that you work in. And similarly, we will also, and it was suggested to me yesterday, that we would do a reverse. the test felder from the Kilkenny people suggested that we should do a reverse website, that we would likewise do a link from our website onto companies in Kilkenny, and that's something we will certainly look at. But we do need distribution, we do need linkage, and we do need to tell the world how good we are. Now, in relation to in relation to the backdrop, is what supports this particular mechanism. The elected members at the county council level and in the borough, and also at Oireachtas level, have been sort of saying, look, we need to all work together to renew and to reinvent and to sell Kilkenny, and to make what steps they've been asking for a while. What steps can we take to make Kilkenny a better place to get greater wealth in, and to create wealth, and to do business in, and to be better for investment? And on the strength of that, we had been working for the past maybe 18 months on a new economic development policy. And we talked to all the businesses at SME level, at micro level, at company level, at major level, and we did put a policy together, and likewise that's in your pack. We didn't go into detail around the implementation of that, because we wouldn't, that would be like Brian Cody down there telling the game plan to Waterford or to Tipperary. We don't do that, but we just said our broad objectives in the strategic plan. So what we're saying, that when we looked at it, we said the key areas of policy we want to look at, the key economic development zones, are Kilkenny City itself. How can you improve Kilkenny and make it a better place? How can you, likewise in relation to Bellevue with all of its enormous strengths from manufacturing and a logistics and energy point of view, and transportation, how can you make that a better place? And we're saying that's really that if we were getting investment in, we'd look at those two places. And similarly, in relation to the offer of the principal towns in Kilkenny, we said the key sectors that we wanted to focus on thematically were third level and research. And again, the stepping forward of WIT this morning to back up and to support what NUIM have done. NUIM have an outreach here already, and they have been working closely with the Carlow Institute of Technology. So we really are glad that all of the institutes are working on a multi-institutional basis on the campus in St. Kieran's, which is very, very welcome. We also believe that agriculture, Kilkenny is a profoundly an agricultural place. Farm incomes are good at the moment, even though costs are high. And we believe that obviously the food sector, the agri sector, the food ingredient sector, that's where Kilkenny should play to its strengths. Now, Leader have produced a strategy for small to medium-sized enterprises, and I'm also pleased to tell you that we will be establishing a high-level industry group to look at how we can bring forward best practice in order to link what we do on the supply side with what's done on the manufacturing side, and to bring forward some of the concepts that are in the 2020 document produced by Dr. Sean Brady, and we will be incorporating that into our thinking over the next short while. Similarly, in relation to areas that are clearly going to do well over the course of the next while, exports, ICT, telecoms, financial and corporate service, we're saying, look, Kilkenny City itself is a place that is ideally suited for office development or corporate headquarters. We have two fabulous sites in the centre of Kilkenny that are capable of significant town centre development. Likewise, for manufacturing, bulk, energy, logistics, we're saying Bellevue can take anything. It really is a superb place for the purposes of investment. That being, and also because of the fact that it is the shortest deep water port between Ireland and continental Europe is in Bellevue. You wouldn't think it, and in terms of our own business usage in Kilkenny, we really need to work more closely with Bellevue than we've done before. Clearly, tourism is going to be a continuing growth area. We've had a very good summer in Kilkenny because with the tourism sector, and high-end tourism is going to continue to do well as costs drop. And we have to be as supportive as arts, heritage, culture and craft as best we can. Now, we have been talking to Tourism Ireland about a new tourism capital programme for Kilkenny City itself. And we have also been in discussion with them about the establishment of a high-level group that would review the tourism offer, but we're not sure where all that stands because all discussion took place over the course of the past few months. We're not sure whether that will survive the budget or not. But we also have to have a kind of a bigger dimension. The name of the game is not just Kilkenny. It is also how the region is performing. The region, in international terms, populations of 500,000 are really the kind of the basic unit of selling or pitching. So we also have to be very conscious as to what would make the region a better place. So therefore, things like the performance of the port and its capability, the question of Waterford Airport and its performance and consolidation and expansion. The question of the third level offer in the region is very, very important, and we need to be supportive of WIT and CIT and NUIM and Kildalton and say, look, we do have a superb third level offer in the region, that we need to be, that instead of looking at, say, what we haven't got, we've got to look at what we have got. Similarly, in relation to the performance of the Gateway of Waterford, and Waterford Gateway in the National Spatial Strategy is three elements. It's Waterford City, it's South Kilkenny, and it's County Waterford. So again, collectively, we've got to be supportive and mutually supportive in that area. Now, and then lastly, we do need to strengthen our international linkages, and I'd like to particularly welcome the representation from the commercial attachés this morning, and to look at closer linkage and to orient our business for international performance, and to support and to work with the support that that Enterprise Ireland offers, and to work with the idea in attracting foreign direct investment. So this is the kind of message that we want to give broadly. This is our core message, and the kind of the core packaging that we're using. And this is, we're saying that businesses are choosing Kilkenny, and that's our core message. So this is the core message that's in the brochure and on the website. So again, it's kind of very glossy, and it's actually very structurally sound. It's great content. There's a reality to our offer in relation to the port and the motorway and the airport. We're saying the regional spread, the 500,000 population, the 3/3 levels, the cosmopolitan, cultured place that Kilkenny is. We're saying a culture of national and international success, world spectacular companies working here. And we're saying very easy, it should be very easy to attract other companies to working on the back of these individual companies. And we're also saying that Kilkenny is a place culturally that expects the best, that delivers the best, that's very competitive. You don't have to look any further than the Kilkenny hurling team to understand that. Obviously, a cosmopolitan and beautiful city here in Kilkenny, and a beautiful countryside, beautiful towns. And we're saying that that's one of the unusual things about Kilkenny. That it offers all of this cosmopolitan, cultured. The word chic was used in the brochure. That's not a word I think that anybody it catches the reality. But the restaurants, the shops, the hotels, all very, very high, exceptional high quality here. Hotels are 5-star hotels, incredible convention facilities. So this is where we are, kind of at the heart of the Eastern Seaboard. This is our message. And we're saying, well, contact us, contact me, contact John Dempsey, contact Aisling, or contact all of the business people who are here to get the reality of where we're at. So the Business Support Unit, the County Enterprise Board, leader, the Chamber of Commerce, very positive campaign running at the moment with John Purcell and with Alison McGrath. Mary McAvoy is here from Enterprise Ireland, again doing a tremendous job, and anybody who's really serious about competitive advantage should also take a look at the Enterprise Ireland programme and the FORFOS Regional Competitiveness Agenda, which is really a superb document. And Siobhan McAvoy is also here from the IDA, and IDA have been really good to us, I have to say, in this county. Like to put up €9 million for Bellevue, and to also be supportive of our efforts today. Like when people put 9 million into the county, there are people that we should be saying thank you to. So this morning I say thank you to the IDA for Bellevue. Thank you very much indeed. So that's the pitch, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much indeed.